this is a perfect example. This trading data right here, this trading evidence is one-sided betting. It doesn't matter if your risk is under control. I am revenge trading. I am impulsively trading. I am gambling, right? And this was the reason why FTMO banned me. And I hope you, the viewer who is walking the same path, can learn from my mistakes. The war is far from over. The show will go on. The mission will continue. The battle will resume. But only this time with better armor, better tactics, better knowledge, and a better version of oneself. It's time to dust off, reload, and let's get back in the fight. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another trading video. So today is currently Sunday, the 1st of June, 2025, and I am back with another trading video. So today's topic is an update of why FTMO banned me and rejected my account, okay? So in today's video, I have a lot to say and I have a lot to clear up, right? Because the last video that I posted, FTMO rejected my account and banned me. It did 20,000 views, I believe, right? A lot of views, a lot of attention, a lot of opinions, and a lot of comments, right? And for me, the first video that I did, okay, that previous video, right, it was very, very interesting for me because I've never had a video do that many views, okay? 20,000 views, I believe it's like 400 comments, a lot of opinions, a lot of, people expressing their opinions on what was going on and why I got banned. It's been approaching 2 weeks now since that last video, and I have been doing a lot of self-reflection, a lot of journaling, a lot of, inner work as to why FTMO banned me, why FTMO rejected my account. And in this video, I want to basically admit that the reason why FTMO banned me, the reason why FTMO rejected my account was not because, I pulled out 20K in payouts, was not because I was pulling out so much money, was not because I was a profitable trader and doing well in trading. The reason why they banned me was basically one-sided betting, okay? I was following risk management, but I got emotional, I got impulsive, I got reactive, and I was sticking to one-sided betting. So in this video, I want to share with you the FTMO challenge that basically got me banned, and also share with you a writing reflection that I have been writing over the last few weeks. But yeah, going back to my previous video, there was a lot of comments, okay? There was two sides. One, that they were saying FTMO is a scam, and number two was basically saying, I deserve to be banned. And in hindsight, yes, that first video was emotional, it was reactive, it was impulsive, and I believe looking back on it, I'm not going to delete the video because I need to own it. I need to embrace it. I need to learn from it. And, I don't want to give the impression or opinion that FTMO is a scam. I truly believe, I don't think FTMO is a scam because, I've pulled out 20K in payouts. But for me, the reason why they banned me is because they do not condone how I traded. They do not condone how I position myself in the market. And now I completely accept it. I completely own it. I embrace it. And for me, this video, I want to clear it up, okay? FTMO is not a scam. They are a great company. I still recommend you using them. And the most important thing for me is being honest with you guys, and more importantly, being honest with myself, okay? Because yes, that last video, it looks like I'm playing the victim a little bit. I was thinking about taking it down and deleting it, but I must learn from it. I must embrace it. I'll accept it. And this is the importance of sharing your work. This is the importance of having the courage to put yourself out there, having the courage to step into the public arena, because people from all over the world can comment on, your videos, and they can make you aware and conscious of all the things that you've missed. Because for me, that's why I feel like it's very important. I'm always going to document my journey. I'm always going to share what I believe is true, what I believe is the right thing to do. And, the last video, many people called me out on my trading, that I wasn't showing my trading metrics. So I'm going to show that in a minute. And it made me aware of all the things that I've missed, okay? And for me, I'm not going to play the victim. I'm not going to run. I'm not going to hide. For me, the most important thing is taking full accountability for my actions, for my mistakes, for my decisions, for my choices. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not a perfect person. I'm not a perfect trader. I will learn. I will grow. I will overcome. This is the journey of life. This is the process of life. You fall, you get back up, you dust off, you reload, you get back in the fight. So let's jump into the challenge that got me banned from FTMO. Okay, guys, so let's jump into the FTMO challenge that basically got me banned, okay? This challenge here was the final nail in the coffin for me. FTMO gave me warnings previously about risk management and one-sided betting. And this account basically is a perfect example of one-sided betting, right? People think and believe that all you have to do is just make 10%. But the most important thing is how you're making the 10%. What trades are you taking? How are you trading? Looking for patterns. Okay, guys, so as you can see, right? Immediately went into heavy drawdown. This was a perfect example of emotional, reckless, stupid, impulsive trading. So as you can see, the max daily loss, I was £80 away from breaching the max daily loss, right? This, as you can see, like you should not be losing 5% in a day. I know that, right? But I'm going to hold my hands up. I was emotional. I was reactive. I was impulsive. This is a gambling mindset, right? Max loss, basically, again, was what, 70, £80 away from losing the whole account, right? So this is the interesting bit, right? As you can see, my average loss was 1,233, right? Risk management is under control. Yeah, that's fine, but it's how you're placing the trades and your frequent trading positioning, okay? So this is why I wanted to share this, because I want you to learn from my mistakes. I don't want you to get banned from prop firms because they're very good, they're very powerful, right? And they can give you great monthly income. So 15th of April 2025, I executed a short position on pound USD at 8:39 a.m. Got stopped out 10:41. What happens? 2 minutes later, I'm jumping straight back into the trading position. Get stopped out 15 minutes later, again 10:59, I'm executing another short position. This is a perfect example of revenge trading, of emotional trading, of trading recklessly, right? This is a perfect example of one-sided betting because I'm literally refusing to accept what the market is telling me, what the market is giving me. I'm so fixed, I'm so obsessed with this certain idea, this certain outcome. I have so much expectation, so much energy on this higher time frame pound USD short. I'm jumping back in. I'm like, yes, I'm telling myself it's going to pull back, it's going to pull back, it's going to pull back. What happens? I get stopped out again. I got stopped out in 2 minutes. All right. I'm like, it has to pull back now. It has to pull back now. I'm telling myself, right, it has to pull back. What do? I jump in again. Get stopped out 3 minutes later. Okay. The market is going literally very aggressively against me. I'm refusing to accept it. I jump back in again. 11:10, right? And I get stopped out again. So these 5 trades here, right, is a perfect example of one-sided betting, right? One-sided betting, the market's going against me. I'm refusing to accept that. I'm refusing to understand that. I'm very emotional. I'm very reactive. You know, the caveman brain is operating now. I'm trying to revenge trade. I'm trying to get back my losses. And yeah, I completely admit it. I completely embrace it. I completely own it. This was emotional, reckless gambling trading. This is not how you trade, guys. So you can see, right, basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades on pound USD went absolutely full tilt, refused to accept what was going on. Perfect example of one-sided betting. Yes, my risk is in control. I'm not risking heavy. I'm still risking 1%, but it's the frequent of trades, right? The trade closes down. I'm jumping straight back in. I'm jumping straight back in. I'm jumping straight back in. That's not correct trading, guys. That is a form of gambling. I know that. I accept it. So heading up to the 21st of April, USD, Japanese yen, again, one-sided betting. Yes, you can see 1.2K, 1.2K. Risk management is under control, but it's one-sided betting, guys. 21st of April, 8 o'clock, entered the trade. 10:40, got stopped out. 1 minute later, I'm like, right, it's in a higher time frame confluence. I'm expecting the pullback. I'm expecting the bullish run. Hold it, 21st of April, jumping straight back in again. Got stopped out. Jump back in again on the 22nd of April. Big trade, 400 pips, 26K, holding it for 9 days, making 26 grand. That was basically put me over the line of making the 10% profit, getting me out of drawdown, then making the 10% profit, right? This is a perfect example. This trading data right here, this trading evidence is one-sided betting. It doesn't matter if your risk is under control. I am revenge trading. I am impulsively trading. I am gambling, right? And this was the reason why FTMO banned me, right? They gave me previous warnings before about risk management. I took the risk management under control. I stuck to my risk management, but I was one-sided betting, okay? I didn't think about it. I didn't own it. I didn't learn from it. And what was the result? I got banned from FTMO. So this is why I'm doing this video, because I want to be honest with you guys, but more importantly, I want to be honest with myself. How I've been trading, this trading evidence presented in front of me is not correct trading. This is gambling, okay? And this is the reason why I got banned from FTMO. Okay, guys, so I also wanted to share with you the phase 2 verification, but unfortunately FTMO deactivated my account, so I cannot show you the metrics on that. But hopefully the first FTMO challenge that I've just showed you, the metrics in there, can give you the evidence to show you that that is a perfect example of one-sided betting. And like I said in my first video, looking back now in hindsight, it was I want to say, I didn't want to play the victim, and I feel like it came across that way, and that's why I was going to delete it, but I was like, no, Will, you have to accept it. You've put yourself out there, you've put yourself in the public arena, own it, accept it, embrace it, learn from it, because, hopefully, in 1, 2, 3, 5 years time, I can look back at this time, I can look back on this day and be like, right, this was exactly what I needed in order to overcome, in order to learn, in order to make the changes necessary to become better. And another thing that I want to share with you guys, okay, from my previous videos, the most important thing for me, I'm always writing to myself about myself. How I communicate, how I learn, how I grow, how I overcome is by writing to myself, right? And it's been 2 weeks since my last video, and I've been writing a little bit each day of what's been happening, what's been going on, and I want to share with you guys this writing reflection. FTMO bans me. One of the most popular and trustworthy prop firms shut their doors to me. No more access to large capital, no more payouts, no more free money. At first, I was highly emotional and reactive. They banned me because I was pulling out good, consistent payouts. They banned me because I was pulling out too much money. FTMO is a scam. FTMO done me over. FTMO don't want good traders. But as the time passed, as the views and comments stacked up, I realized I had nobody to blame but oneself. FTMO didn't screw me over. I screwed myself over. This is why it's so vital in documenting and sharing your work. Having the courage to put yourself out there, having the courage to step into the arena. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's intense. Yes, it's embarrassing at times, but it's crucial. It's mandatory because it brings the unconscious conscious. It makes you aware and awake of all the things that you missed and didn't want to see. It leaves you open for constructive criticism, which we all need in order to learn, in order to overcome, in order to advance to the next stage. Because the trading realm demands the utmost realism, not what you want, not what you dream of, not what you believe, but what actually is. I had all the evidence laid out in front of me on my last FTMO challenge that told me this wasn't correct trading, that told me this was a form of gambling, but yet I refused to accept it. I refused to own it. I refused to identify it. I went against FTMO's warnings. I gave in to short-term emotions. I gave in to one-sided betting, and I lost control. My trading was reckless. I was reckless. And now I have to take complete ownership and accountability for my recent trading. So again, FTMO banned me, not because I was pulling out too much money, but because I was trading recklessly. They banned me because my trading style was a form of gambling that they do not condone. What I think, what I feel, what I believe is irrelevant. All that matters, all that counts is the trading data that is presented in front of me, because there is no hiding from that. That tells you everything you need to know, as long as you're willing to look at it without any judgment, ego, or pride. Identify it, accept it, embrace it, learn from it. Because what's the alternative if I don't? Play the victim the rest of my life? Say the world screwed me over or the prop firm screwed me over? No, I screwed myself over, and now I must walk the path I've created because everything is my fault regardless of the outcome. My position in life, my trading results, the choices I've made up to this point is all down to me and me alone. I want to look back in 5 years' time at this moment, looking back at this day where everything changed. This was the turning point. This is exactly what I needed. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it stings. Yes, it's frustrating. But I will not shy away from my mistakes and setbacks. I will not yield to mediocrity. I will not stand aside and roll over. I'm committed to excellence. I'm committed to being the best version of myself. I'm committed to the journey. I'm committed to mastering my emotions. I have a duty. I have an obligation to fulfill. I made a bond, a pledge, a commitment to myself that I intend to keep. I am not perfect. I never will be, but I will learn. I will improve. I will take accountability for my actions. And I hope you, the viewer, who is walking the same path can learn from my mistakes. The war is far from over. The show will go on. The mission will continue. The battle will resume. But only this time with better armor, better tactics, better knowledge, and a better version of oneself. It's time to dust off, reload, and let's get back in the fight. I would not have it any other way. Okay, guys, so that is that writing reflection completed, right? Just basically expressing everything that's been going on in my mind over the last few days, completely accepting and realizing it was my fault. The reason why FTMO done me over was not because they're a scam, was not because I was making too much money, was because I was gambling, I was one-sided betting, okay? They do not condone it. They did not screw me over. I screwed myself over, right? Because like I've said many, many times before, the trading arena demands the utmost realism. Not what you think, not what you want, not what you believe, but what actually is. What I think, what I feel, what I believe is irrelevant. The only thing that matters is the evidence that is presented in front of you. You have to look at it without any judgment, any pride, or any ego, right? And it took me a couple of days, a couple of weeks to realize that. Like I said, that is why I'm doing this part 2 video, because I want to clear up the questions that people had. They did not ban me because I pulled out 20K, because I was pulling out consistent payouts. The reason why FTMO banned me was because I was trading recklessly. I admit it, I accept it, right? I've identified it, I've accepted it, I'm embracing it, and I'm going to learn from it. And like I said in the note, yes, it hurts, yes, it stings, yes, it's frustrating, but I will not shy away from my mistakes and setbacks. I will not yield to mediocrity. I will not stand aside and roll over. I'm committed to excellence. I'm committed to being the best version of myself. I'm committed to this journey. I'm committed to mastering my emotions, right? And like I said, I hope you, the trader, can learn from my mistakes, because I will never be perfect. I'm sure I will make many, many more setbacks, many more mistakes heading forward. That's just the game of life. You learn, you lose, you get up, you dust off, you reload, right? The war is far from over. The show will go on. The mission will continue. The battle will resume. But only this time with better armor, better tactics, better knowledge, and a better version of oneself. Dust off, reload, let's get back in the fight, right? And that's what I'm doing heading forward. I'm still staying away from the prop firm space, because for me, it puts me in that mindset of gambling. For me, I'm just not resonating with the prop firm space at the moment. Yes, maybe in the next couple of months, next 6 to 12 months, I may jump back in it. But for me, the most important thing now heading forward is building the data, building the personal capital, building the personal account, right? Because in the trading space now, the one thing that I see, you see all these trading influencers, okay? All they show is prop firm payouts. All they show is prop firm data. I want to bring back personal funding. I want to bring back the real data. I want to prove to you guys, and more importantly, prove to myself, showing you guys the small, consistent returns every single month over a year, 2, 3 years. That's the most important thing, okay? Yes, the prop firm space, I still recommend that you use it, but focus on your personal account just as much, okay? If not more. And that's the direction that I'm heading forward, building the data, documenting the data, proving to you guys, but more importantly, proving to myself that I can trade, because I know I can trade, right? I just lost my head in that FTMO challenge. And that's the thing with trading. 1 minute of rage, one minor impulsive decision can undo all your hard work within minutes. Right? You go against your training plan, you revenge trade, that can set you back days, weeks, or even months, right? Or it can get you banned, like what happened to me. So I hope I've cleared up a lot in this video. I hope I've answered your questions. I accept it, I take it, I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to look back in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years at this day, at this moment, and be like, right, this is exactly what I needed. This was the turning point for my training journey, my self-mastery, because, I'm committed to this journey, guys. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm not going to play the victim. Everything that happens to me is my fault and my fault alone. The good, the bad, the ups, the downs, it's all because of me and the choices that I've made, right? Yes, I've made some bad choices over the last couple of weeks. I've made some impulsive decisions that, of course, I regret, because, I'm no longer with FTMO, but the most important thing is bouncing back from this, learning from it, accepting it, embracing it, right? And that's what I'm going to do. I will not stand aside. I will not roll over. I will not give up. I'm going to continue to document the process. Yes, like I said, it's very embarrassing at times. You look back at your videos, you cringe. You're like, oh my God, why did I say that? This is the public arena, right? I have to put myself up there. It's uncomfortable, but this is where the growth is. This is how I learn. This is how I overcome. For me, it's like a meditation, writing to myself about myself, expressing it on a camera, documenting it for you guys, because I hope you can get some value from it, guys. Please let me know what you think of this video, the good, the bad, as always. If you resonate with this message, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to watch my videos. And yeah, I hope you got some value from this. I hope you can learn from my mistakes, my setbacks, my failures. And yeah, the show will go on. The battle will resume. The war is far from over. I've got a lot more videos coming. I'm going to continue to share with you guys my progress, share with you guys all my writing reflections, and yeah, just continue on the path, get back up, dust off, reload, and get back in the fight. Okay, guys? So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys watching as always, and I will see you all in the next one.